Alright guys, welcome back to another episode Up and Running. Thanks for watching. Alright, on today's episode, hopefully that alternator comes in and we can get that put in and make sure the car's charging system is working properly. And then we're also going to get it cleaned up a little bit, kind of get the paint buffed out and get it looking a little better. We'll also see what else it needs at this point. So, thanks for watching. Alright, the alternator came in, let's get it put in. I'm gonna take a look at my photos and just make sure I got everything on the right terminal. I'd hate to put it together wrong. Alright, so I put the new alternator in and fired the car up and I'm still not getting charging. So next I'm going to focus my attention on the voltage regulator. I'm going to test the wires and see if I'm getting the turn on signal from the ignition and we'll troubleshoot it that way. So let's get started. Got the handy dandy shop manual that came with the car, so let's check it out, see which wire is which. Okay, it's saying a green wire with a red stripe is coming from the ignition. Alright, so I do see it, it's in the center. I'm going to see if I can't get in there and test that out. Turn the voltmeter on. probes are kind of big. I may have to do something else here real quick. I'm going to try to unplug this. Alright, got it unplugged. Okay, so right now I have no voltage, but the key is not on, so I'm going to go put it on and see if we get 12 volts. I'm getting voltage on the wire that, goes right to the battery. So that's good, but I'm not getting voltage at the other terminals. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and check all the fuses inside the car, make sure there's no issues with any fuses. Alright, all those fuses seem good. We're going to have to get down to the base of the steering column and check some of those wires, make sure nothing's unplugged or nothing's been cut. I don't know how much I'll be able to show you of this. I'm sure it's pretty tight down here. I think that's the wiring harness right there. I don't know if you can see the purple in there, but we'll get into that. Alright guys, that process took a while. What I ended up doing is I just went into that column, I wiggled all the wires, and just kind of, checked voltage on everything. I used that manual to see what had, should have power on it at what point in turning the key. And so I went through that, I wiggled all the connections, and the bottom line is, I went and I checked it again, and everything was working. I started the car up, and the car had power. So, realistically, that whole process of trying to figure that out took several hours. So I figured I wouldn't bore you guys to death with it, especially since in the end, it just was wiggling connections. So that happens sometimes. So anyway, we got that taken care of. So let's get it cleaned up. come back next time. We'll continue working on the Mustang.
Hey Nick, how you doing, girl? Huh? How you doing? How's my girl Nikki? Nikki. Getting all hairy, Nick? Whoa, Nicky! Whoa! Whew, that was close.